VK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey gang, it is Toyota Thon time. The Thon is on. So you can get mixed reviews from people if you ask. But I got to tell you, so the year-end sales event that Toyota started back in 1977. Where were you in 1977? And it kind of edged and exploded into Toyotathon. Let me tell you what used to happen in the past, because some of you are unaware of this. So the major manufacturers back in the 70s and early 80s were the domestics. So it was Chrysler and Ford and General Motors. What they would do in the month of December is they went dark. So they would shut down the factories, they would shut down the retail and regional offices and the national headquarters, and they took the majority of the month of December off. And so the dealership stayed open, but it was an interesting time. Nobody really advertised a whole lot during the end of the year, and there was one little small car company that was making some extremely quality cars, super low price. Man, if you go back and price some of the cars, like the Corona back in the late 70s, early 80s, you're talking a car under $2,000 MSRP. And then when you got into the mid 80s, you're talking about Toyota trucks at $5,900 MSRP. So this little car company that was trying to get a niche in the market said, well, we don't have advertising dollars to advertise against the big three during the year, but we can buy a lot of advertising spot during the month of December because these major manufacturers go dark. So how genius is that? And so the year-end event, the Toyotathon, was created. And since then, obviously, every manufacturer got a taste of that real quick and saw how much Toyota was doing at the end of the year creating this festival. There was a guy named Squire that came on, the balloons would drop, the Thon was on. And I don't know that it's exciting like it was back then, but I gotta tell you, as a Toyota salesperson back then, we created a lot of traffic. The biggest problem we had was I had that one, let's say it was in the 80s, I had that one V6 Camry, and it's the only one I had. And I had a customer coming in on it. They were going to come in Saturday at 10 o'clock. That thing sold Friday night before we closed the dealership. So I didn't have anything to sell the customer. Well, we've kind of situated into a whole different world now. Because we're allowing you to take cars out of your rental fleet, your Rent-A-Toyota fleet, within 4 months, I might not have that 2020 brand new Highlander that you're coming for, because we're creating a lot of digital and physical traffic to the store right now. So the car that I had sold, customer can't make it in until Saturday, and I'm going like, dang, I just lost that car. I got 2 certified Highlanders right there. So what we want to do is we want to dovetail this. We're going to sell every new car that we advertise. I mean, we're not... With this year and the lack of new cars, Toyotathon's going to eliminate the 2020s, and we're going to sell deep into all the 2021 product we have. But we've got pre-owned cars. We're getting more trades than ever before. Now that new cars are running again, your trade inventory is starting to come back in. We can certify those cars or make them really, really good pre-owned cars. And so Toyotathon, to me, now from the evolution from the 70s, 80s, to 2020 and beyond, is to draw physical traffic to you guys. Now listen, I'm going to close this and not do a whole big diatribe on this one, but the majority of the leads and the majority of the opportunity that you have will be digital. They want to find out if the car's there. They may be 45 miles away from your dealership and you've got the only platinum Highlander in the color they want, and they want to find out whether the car's there. While they find it's there, I can sell it to you. It's there. I'm going to make a lot of money on you because I know it's one of a kind in the market area, but we have it. But the opportunity for every salesperson is to be able to sell yourself in that interim time from first contact to the actual delivery of the car. Listen, if you send a photo of yourself or a video, I'd rather you send a video out there by the car, say, this is the car, I wanted you to show, it's right here. I want you to do that. But if nothing else, send a really good photo featuring your dealership, because when the customer arrives at the dealership, I want them to recognize you. If they recognize you, then their level of comfort goes way up. And the more comfortable the customer is, the easier the rest of the process is going to be. We have an opportunity to be digital salespeople. Most of the salespeople I know that are gifted in sales are increasing their market share. There are more units they've ever sold before, and the profitability per unit is bigger than ever before. This is going to continue because we really don't have our new car inventory ramped up yet. But remember, our used car inventory is starting to ramp up as fast as our new car is. So happy Toyota-thon. Dig in. The last 2 weeks of the year, people have been, for their generations, from great-grandfather on, they've all bought a car at the end of the year. So we got end of the year sales. We call it Toyota-thon, and the Thon is on. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.